What's up everyone, I'm Mr. Oak. For those of you new to the channel, thank you for checking us out. Usually do everything cigars, everything whiskey. Now, since Father's Day is this coming Sunday, so I wanted to go ahead and talk about some of these things, okay? Because I know a lot of times you're trying to figure out, well, what to get dad. You know, we don't want the ties, we don't want the shirts, we don't want the slippers. I want you guys to think outside of the box. So these gifts are going to be for individuals that are die-hard in whiskey, die-hard in cigars, because if they are in there, they probably bought a bunch of stuff already, but some things, the things that I'm going to go over, are a little bit unique. So hopefully this will be helpful when you're looking for stuff. Let's start with cigars first. Okay, so every guy who smokes definitely has an ashtray. Honestly speaking, you can't have too many ashtrays. So this I picked up at a Sazerac house in New Orleans, but you can find it online. This is a Cohiba Weller Edition ashtray. It is massive, so if he has get-togethers, he has poker parties, that kind of stuff, this is a great one. Really big, so if they smoke big cigars, that will hold nicely. This one retailed, I want to say about 100 or something like that. You can find so many other unique ashtrays you might not have to get online, but again, this one is very unique, especially if they like the Weller line when it comes to whiskey. They would truly enjoy that one, because this was a blend between Cohiba cigar and also Weller from Buffalo Trace. Every good smoker wants a good cutter, so I have two from Cigar. This is going to be a V cut. If you just squeeze it here, that pops up. They put the cigar in here, give a nice V cut. This one is sharp, sleek, and does a good job cutting your cigar. This one looks exactly like this. However, this is a little bit different because this one gives you a V cut, but also a guillotine cut. So two different cuts that your spouse could get in this one. So this is a great one to get your special person. This is the most unique cutter I have, because this one is cool because this one is by Xife. So another up-and-coming company when it comes to cigar accessories. This is nice because you can pop it open. You have a V cut on this side, and you have a guillotine cut or a straight cut on this side, just like the one I just showed you. However, this has a third accessory, which is the punch, which is really nice because this looks like a ninja star, so it looks kind of cool, very sturdy. The nice thing about this is that regardless of how your significant other wants to cut their cigar, they could do it with this. Those are all the cutters, so now let's talk about some of the lighters. Again, some individuals may want to do lights with a soft flame, torch, those kind of things. Let's just talk about some torches now. I'm quite sure if they're a cigar smoker, they have 10 million lighters, but sometimes you just want something that's unique. The three that I'm going to show here are tabletop lighters, so they're going to be a little bit heavier, a little bit bulkier. So not for use for travel, but again, you're having a big group, you want to use this. This that I have is by Cigar. Cigar is one of the big companies, so if you're looking for things specifically for cigar accessories, I would definitely look at Cigar. This is a tabletop lighter. This is nice because it's closed to the elements, so you want to make sure that nothing gets in there. You just squeeze it open, and this is a 4-burner torch. This is a great one. This is one of my most reliable lighters that I do have. The nice part is under here, they adjust the flame just like that. Probably the simplest ones to adjust, because a lot of times you have to use a tool or something like that to try and crank that up. This is nice and smooth, you just turn it down at the bottom. The next one is by Lotus, another nice sturdy one. This is one of the smaller tabletop lighters, but as you can see with this, there's a nice little groove for him to put his cigar. Pop this open, this is a 3-burner torch. Now the prettiest lighter I have, and heaviest, this is by Colibri. You can hear the weight on this. They also have a matching cutter that's a little bit smaller than this. That is a cool one. These are pricey. The ones I just showed, one was about $50. The other ones are usually about $100+. But they're great lighters. They're great conversational pieces. And this is not, it's the actual push is a little bit hidden. You just pop in there, and another 3-burner. Now, the coolest accessory for cigars I have for dads is going to be very unique. So out of all of them, this one might be the winner. This is a modified cigar humidor. So if your dad or your spouse is pretty handy, he probably knows about the pack-away kits from Milwaukee. You can find them at Home Depot. These kits are about, I want to say, $50 to $75. A company, Rayboard Off-Road, makes an insert that goes into it. So when I open this up, as you can see, there's a space for the cigars. So this holds about 10 to 12 cigars. And down here, put the accessories, put your lighter, put your cutter in here. And this space is going to be earmarked to put your Boveda pack to keep your cigars nice and modified. It also has a hygrometer built in, and it shows you what that is too. He will love this. And here's another version. This one is fully stocked. This is a bigger version of that. But as you can see, which is nice about this, there's a built-in Yeti flask and some shot glasses in here. Again, you get him this, he's gonna love you forever. Now, since we talk about Yetis, might as well bring some other Yetis and containers. I'm quite sure if your significant other is a Yeti person, probably has a bunch of ramblers and all that kind of stuff all over the place that just drives you crazy. But this is nice because this one specifically is a Yeti shaker. Now this also works, you can buy this separately if he already has a 22-ounce tumbler. You just put it on there and now you have an actual shaker. Really cool, really unique gift, especially if he's a Yeti fan. We're going to continue the theme when it comes to different things to hold your alcohol. This is by a company called High Camp, and they have different containers you can actually put your whiskey in. This is going to be a very unique flask. This is called the Torch Flask. So this holds, I believe, 6 ounces of whiskey in. This is the cup that comes with it, and it's magnetic. Pops on just like that. So you open this up, you pour right into here, done deal. And the nice part about it is that you open it from the bottom, which means that they can clean this thoroughly to get this in. So this is just genius. So that is one from High Camp. Another one from High Camp, we're just gonna keep going up in one. This one is the Firelight Flask. So this one holds 32 ounces of alcohol. And again, another magnet top, so here goes your cup. So you pop this off, pour it in, done deal. One-stop shop. Now this one, this is the Firefight Flask. This is the big boy right here. This comes with 2 cups. And this holds an entire bottle of whiskey, as long as it's 750 milliliters. If he's a wine drinker, or if you're a wine drinker, you want it for yourself, go ahead and get this, because this one holds your drink at temperature, which is great, but also you have 2 built-in cups. You can also buy the accessory pack if you want additional cups for that, especially if you're doing this 750, you might want to drink that by yourself. If he travels a lot, this is going to be from Aged in Ore. This is a nice kit. If he's really big into whiskey, he may have this, but if he doesn't, I would definitely look at the Aged in Ore website, because there's so many ones there. I have a couple other accessories that are just not here. One of them being a bottle carrier that holds 4 bottles. If he's going to a bottle share or something like that, it's great to put your stuff in. And I also have a humidor combo that you can put bottles in there, or you can put cigars in there. I can't find that, but again, look at the website. But showing you this one, when you open this up, you have 4 TSA approved glasses. I'm not encouraging you to fly with whiskey or that kind of stuff, but these are TSA compliant. So you have 4 in there. It comes with a marker, so if you want to write the name and label it to know exactly what you're drinking, this is great. Or what you can do is you can take out 2 of them, stash it like this, and if you want, you can put 2 cigars in this one. The humidor works similar to that one, but the difference is it's designed to officially hold cigars. But if you're going for travel, this is pretty hard, so again, it won't break your cigars. Now, if he's a germaphobe and doesn't like anyone touching anybody else's glasses, he can use this, another one by Aged in Ore. This is a little carrying case to hold one of those cases I showed you before, but your own glass if you want to look sophisticated and not drink out of this. So this is how this one works. We are going to keep on rolling. If he's fancy, or if you want him to be fancy, you can go on SuzukiGlass.com, and they have very unique glasses like this one. And one of my favorites is this glass. You can see there are rock glasses, very smooth, very unique, and a conversation piece. So you could always look at getting him one of these. So when it comes to sipping on whiskey, he's a big sipper of whiskey. You have two options. You have the standard Glencairn. I'm sure he has a few of these. So that's what that will look like. Or you can buy one that actually has a stem. Two unique ways for you to do that because of the way it's designed. It allows to funnel all of the aromas directly to the nose for nosing his glass. So here are two options there. Now again, if he's a big time whiskey smoker, I'm quite sure he has, I said whiskey smoker, I meant whiskey drinker. He probably has a few of these. But if he does unique things like he does blinds and that kind of stuff, you can get colored Glencairns. And that way he can't see the color of it if he's truly doing blind tastings and don't want anyone to know what it looks like. So this is another option if you want to just get him different color ones. Now, if he likes smoking his drinks, I'm gonna have that, gonna give it a little simulation here. Pour some whiskey in that glass. And if he wants to smoke it, you can get him a smoke top. The way this works, you put it on top here. A lot of them comes with the actual shards of wood, so you get a certain flavor. This flavor is ginger. I'm not going to use ginger, that's why I'm using this as a test. But he can, if he's a big fan of ginger, have at it. A lot of them come with a torch, and the way this works, you just go ahead and light it like this, and as you can see, it infuses into the glass. Very cool. Anyone into smoking their whiskey, great idea, great option to give them in order for them to have a smoked drink. And as you can see, this one works pretty simply. And again, like I said, we can never have too many smokers. Now, if you want his environment to smell nice, then you can always go ahead and get him some whiskey candles. I'm not exactly sure if you'd like those. A lot of distilleries sell them, but if you go to Yankee Candle or if you go to Bath and Body Works, then you can go ahead and get him Coffee and Whiskey by White Barn, or you can get him Bow Ties and Bourbon. Okay, out of everything I said here, this is the least one that he might like. But again, if he likes to smell good, he can do this one. And right now at Bath and Body Works, you can go ahead and you can get him the bourbon line. So you have a body wash, you have a mist spray, and you have a body cream. Right now they're doing it for $5.50 each piece. So 15 bucks out the door. You get him a line of bourbon scented smell good products. So that's all I have. Hopefully this was helpful. And this is not sponsored. These are things that I bought myself. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this year you can give your special person a gift that he really likes. No more ties. Take care.